Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. There was a doubt which has been asked, so I am just going to read the question. A rigid adiabatic container has two parts, A and B, separated by a piston. Initially, part A is filled with 1 kg of an ideal gas, whose CV is equal to 750 joule per kg Kelvin. R is 500 joule per kg Kelvin at 1 bar. The part B is filled with 1 kg of the same ideal gas at 2 bar and temperature is 400 Kelvin. The piston is now removed. In the final state, the pressure rounded off to 2 decimal places will be. Guys, so for this type of problem, now suppose this is a complete system where there is a separation. So initially we have P1, V1 and T1, right, for one gas, and the second case will have P2, V2 and T2, right. Now this is the separation. So once it will be removed, so there will be mixing. So once there will be mixing, so we know that what are the conditions which we have for case 1 and case 2. We know that P1 V1 is equal to N1 into R into T1, right. So similarly for this it will be P2 V2 is equal to N2 R into T2, right. Okay, now guys, when there will be a mixing, so we know the number of moles in the first case, right. So number of moles here it is given in kg, right. So because the molecular mass will be same for the both ideal gas which is taken, because both are similar, so that's why we can manage with this N1 value which is given in terms of kg, right. So okay, so N final, that means total number of mole will be directly equal to N1 plus N2, means the total number of the total amount it will show. Then the volume, so volume will also be directly sum of V1 plus V2, but you cannot say about P final and T final, right. What will the temperature and pressure, these will not be directly added. Okay, so to find this, right, so what we require is that first we will find what is the temperature, right, because once we find the temperature, then we can put in this equation, that is P final into V final is equal to N final into R into T final, right. N final we know, T final we have to find, then V final we know from V1 plus V2, right. So this V1 plus V2 we can calculate from these equations which we know, right. So from there we can find this P final, it is easy. So now let us find V1 first. So V1 equal to N1 R into T1 by P1, right. So what is N1? 1 kg. R is your, how much is the R? You can see here 500, right. So it is 500. What is temperature? T1 600 divided by your P1. So P1 is at 1 bar, right. So it is equal to 30 and 40, right. Okay, then similarly we can find this V2. So it will be N2 R into T2 by P2. So N2 we know it is also same, like 1 kg into 500, R value same. Then T2 is your 400 here, and what is the pressure? Pressure is your 2 bar, okay. So it will be 10 then 40, right. Okay, till now it is fine. Now guys, so what we will do, this is your V1 and V2, right. Now to find this T final, what is the concept which we will use? The concept will be that the total internal energy remains constant, right. So how we find this internal energy? So it will be N1 CV, then T final minus T1 will be equal to N2 CV, then here also it will be T final minus T2, right? Means amount of internal energy lost by one will be gaining by the other, right? So n1 and n2 both are same, like 1 kg. Cv is also same, right? So this T final we can write it as, right? Okay, so there is a slight trick here, like what happens that since one has to lose and other has to gain, right? So we can put here at one side a negative sign. Okay, so this will be equal to T final equal to T1 plus T2 by 2, right? So this will be equal to your 400 plus 600 by 2, that is equal to 500 Kelvin. Okay, so this became simple because this n1 values and n2 values were same, right? If both are not same, then there is a separate equation which will come. So you can also know from this equation. Let me write, because Cv will be same gas is there, so it will be like n1 T final minus n1 T1 will be equal to n2 minus n2 T final plus n2 T2. Okay? So this T final will be equal to n1 T1 plus n2 T2 by n1 plus n2. Okay guys, right? So this is the same thing we have got, right? So T final now we have, and we from the previous equation we know P final into V final equal to N final into R into T final, right? So this P final we have to find. Okay, so it will be N final, so N1 plus N2, that means 1 kg plus 1 kg. R is your 500. What is T final? It is your 500. What is V final? Right, V final we found. Okay, V1 and V2 we got, so V final will be equal to 3040 plus 1040, right? So it will be 40 into 10 power 4. Okay guys, now so V final we can put here 40 and then 40, right? So now if you find this, then 40, this will be cancelled, then it will be 2 into 25 into 40, so it will be like 20, then 5 by 4, so it is 5 by 4, so 5 by 4 is equal to 1.25 bar. So this P final we have got 1.25 bar. Okay guys, so for this type of problem you can solve using this method. So thank you all.